Hey, this is Brian Carruthers, and I want to talk to you guys today about what's going on in GameStop stock, the stock market mania that we've been experiencing over the last few days. I have not gotten this many questions from friends about the stock market because a lot of people know I live in that space every single day. I've been investing since the 90s, and let me tell you, this is true mania. And I want to shed some light to help everybody get a little bit of perspective on what's going on. Because a lot of people are questioning, do I take action? And do I buy? Do I invest? And so let me explain what's going on. So GameStop is a company that's been holding on for dear life. It's a company that's not making much in the way of profits. They were on the verge of having to close a lot of stores down. They actually did close a lot of stores down. A lot of hedge funds and big banker Wall Street guys will take a company like that and they will bet on the company going down or going out of business. They call it short selling. Short selling is where you basically borrow stock from people who have it from different exchanges. You can borrow stock. Let's say you borrow the stock at $10 and you sell it. You borrow it and sell it. Shares you shouldn't even have, but you borrow it and you sell it for 10, expecting it's going to go down. And let's say it goes down to 5, and then you buy the stock on the open market at 5 and give it back to the person you borrowed it from. And you pocket that $5 delta. That difference is your profit. That's what a short seller does. They bet on companies going down. And so let me ask you guys this question. Do you understand the whole idea of herd mentality? So you may feel like GameStop is a great company. Now, I don't know where you would get that impression from. If you look at their marketing plan, have you looked at their profits? Have you looked at, this company is going to be a massive, success story, right? So here's what happened. There's a group of folks that are on Reddit. They call themselves Wall Street Bets. It's a forum where they can communicate ideas about stock investing or stock trading. And they have decided, almost like the Robin Hood, like still take from the rich and give to the poor kind of a thing. Robin Hood, as you also know, is the name of a platform. They decided, hey, we're going to stick it to Wall Street. We're going to stick it to the hedge fund managers. And there's a lot of anger against Wall Street, anger against the system. And they said, hey, we're going to go take some of these companies that are heavily shorted, and we're going to stick it to those short sellers. We're going to get everybody to go buy all this stock in these companies, and we're going to drive the price up, causing those short sellers to have to go buy the stock back at a higher price than they borrowed it at, which means they're going to have to be incurring big losses. And that's what they decided to do. They rallied the troops. They got a lot of reach because with technology these days, you can reach a lot of people. You can really kind of stir up an army of people who've got a little bit of money. It doesn't take. It's not a few people with a lot of money. It's a lot of people with a little bit of money who are able to do this. Now, I will say a lot of the big money people have been riding the wave of this, and in coordination with all this, they've been profiting from this. So I'm trying to stick it to the rich people, but guess what? Some of the rich people are making a fortune off of this right now. I'm not one of them. I've never owned a share of GameStop. Have not, and will not. But so make no mistake. The people that are involved with these purchases of GameStop or whatever, they are not investors. Okay, if you're buying GameStop stock right now, you're not invested. That's a trader. That's not an investor. Investors buy a company because they believe in the company's future profits are going to be bigger, and they buy the stock now and hold it for the long haul, so that way they can capture those increases in profits. So you're not investing in GameStop. You're simply using it as a vehicle for a momentum trade. It's like, well, how high can I ride this thing? And then that's if you're trading it, you need to know when to get out. Most people have no idea. There's no crystal ball. None of us. You might think that I'm going to get out. No, you have no idea. Literally an hour ago in pre-market trading today, the GameStop was up another $100. Actually, it was up $150. It went from $340 where it closed yesterday During the early morning hours, it went down to 250, and then it was up to $500 pre-market still. It's still right now. I'm doing this video. It's still pre-market. Okay. When I was getting out of my car after dropping my son off to school, I looked at it and it went from 500 back down, and instead of being up 150, it was only up $30. It is massively volatile. Now, let me explain to you some unintended consequences, okay? Not just for you, what happens to you if you put money in. You're basically rolling dice. You're in a casino right now. It's binary. Will it go up or will it go down? You're betting on it going up if you're going to buy some GameStop right now. If you sell it right now, it means, okay, I don't think this is too dangerous. It may go up, but the chances are it's probably going to become crashing down, which will be the ultimate outcome. Will it happen today, tomorrow? Will it happen next Monday? I don't know when it will happen, but eventually, money like water seeks its own level. The investment in GameStop will seek its own level. Like, what is GameStop's profits? What are the profits in the company? That's what you buy a stock. That's how you pin a price to a stock. You buy stock for future profits. Your share of those profits. That's what a share of stock is. Share of a company, share of their profits. So now think about this. The herd mentality that is happening right now works until it doesn't work. Until the people that were in the herd start getting scared, like, oh my gosh, like the fear of heights, like, this is too far, too fast, this is crazy, I made my money, I gotta get out. And then when that starts to cascade, and then more people like, okay, now it's not time for me to get out, it's going to drop hard. It's parabolic increase right now. It's going to be a really big, steep drop when it happens. And a lot of people, now even, let's just take it today, like it's still up right now. A lot of people have their retirements in pensions that are managed by a lot of these hedge funds. So the people that are angry with Wall Street and angry with hedge funds and the rich people, and they're like, we're going to stick it to them. Well, there's unintended consequences there. Because what happens is, a lot of your friends and family, and maybe even yourself, you may have money in your retirement plans, in pensions, which are managed by these Wall Street people. So you know what's happening? If you're causing harm to the short sellers and you don't even realize that you've got money in some funds that are actually shorting some companies, then you might, on the surface, think, oh, we're winning. But you don't realize that you're causing damage under the hood, and you don't even know it. You know what else happened? So yesterday, as some of these companies like AMC and Express and Bed Bath & Beyond and GameStop, as those were skyrocketing, you know what these hedge fund managers and short sellers had to do? They had to figure out how to cover their shorts, which means they've got to go out there and find money to go buy these stocks that are flying, like GameStop. They have to go buy them at these elevated prices to be able to cover the shorts, to be able to give those shares back to the people they borrowed them from. You know what happens? They go look at their portfolio and say, what stocks do I have that are the most liquid I can sell right now? And that might be Google, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Coca-Cola, Starbucks. They're selling some of those stocks to be able to get the money to be able to cover their short. That's why the stock market at large, all these amazing companies, you might go, oh my gosh, what's going on with the overall market? Why is it so far down? The money had to move. They had to go find cheese from somewhere to pay for the short cover. So that's what happened yesterday. And so I just want everybody to think about that. If you are engaging in this momentum ride and riding some of these crazy high flyers, you are not an investor, or you might be an investor, but you're not. This is not investing. Okay, you're not doing what you call yourself. An investor buys and holds a company for future earnings growth. Okay? Nobody is buying AMC because they think that the theaters are going to start having flocks of people showing up this weekend to watch a movie and to buy popcorn. Okay? AMC barely held on, got financing to hold off from having to declare complete bankruptcy because, in 2021, I don't know when we're going to have people rushing back to the movie theaters. So why did the AMC stock go from $2 to $20 in the last week? is because these traders that are actually in this momentum move where they're, doing what they're doing with the Reddit and everything else, guess what? Everybody piles in. It is a Ponzi scheme. And that's right, I said it. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's not driven by fundamental, sane decision making when you want to buy a company based on earnings about to go up. Okay? Do you really believe that AMC earnings are going to start rocketing like their share price has? That usually it's correlated, right? Is AMC going to suddenly be making billions of dollars of profits this year? No, they're hoping to be able to open their doors and get people to be able to sit less than 6 feet away from each other inside the theater. So I just want to encourage you guys to please exercise abundant caution. If you are going to wade into these waters, know that there are alligators and sharks in there. Okay, invest only money that you can afford and are willing to lose. I shouldn't say invest, because you're not investing. Okay, if you're investing, you're buying companies that are solid with profits. Like I saw Apple report their earnings last night, a blockbuster quarter across the board, killed it. Yet the stock went down $4 or $5 after hours after the earnings. Why? Well, we all know why. A lot of people that own the shares had to go, some of these hedge fund managers and so forth had to go sell it in order to be able to cover their shorts. So my crystal ball simply tells me that the sanity will return back to the market. I think sooner than later. I think in the next couple of days. Okay, this mania can last a little longer. Okay, I've seen this before. I've been around this whole game for 25 years, so I've seen a lot of different things. Certainly, I'm not giving anybody investing advice or trading advice. I'm not a licensed broker-dealer. I don't get paid to do this. You're not paying me. I'm just giving you guys some education and some insight. Now, who says I'm right, by the way? I'm just giving you my opinion, what I have learned over the years, just to help you get a little, insight that you might be able to maybe formulate your opinions on. Again, I never, ever, ever tell anybody go buy something or go sell something. Because frankly, I'm not legally able to do that, and I don't want to do it. I don't care to get the text from you saying, "Hey, thank you for advice," and I just made a bunch of money. Okay, I can't give advice, so it would be nice to get that thank you, but I also don't want to have somebody say, "I can't believe you gave me bad advice. I just lost a bunch of money. I can't make my mortgage payment." I'm not in the game of giving advice. I just want to give you guys some things to think about on why this is all happening, and help you to understand. Maybe you don't get in on this. Maybe you missed the ride. Maybe you, like me, I don't own any GameStop, okay? I'm sitting in my armchair with my popcorn, watching this mania, and I know that a few years down the road from now, this will be talked about by a lot of people for a long time. We saw it happen. Some of you guys were in it. Maybe you won, maybe you lost big. And there's a chance that you can lose big if you don't know how to get out at the right time. So, all right, guys, have a great day. I hope that you guys got some value and some insight here. Take care.